There we go. That's much, much better. So if we go to the region tool and we mouse over, or the district tool, mouse over farming industry, it'll say considerably increased water consumption, slightly increased tax income, requires natural resources, fertile land, which is renewable. So all of the specialized industries make slightly more money than the generic ones, but they all require a special resource, and they tend to require something extra. For example, the ore industry requires a lot more electricity and creates a lot more ground pollution. The farming industry, it doesn't say here, but the farming industry doesn't really cause much pollution, if any. So it's quite nice, but yeah, there's more water usage, so we'll have to keep an eye out on this over here. Now, if I wanted to, I could potentially go and put in a special policy in just this area for the water usage. Yes, I'd have to pay an upkeep per building to maintain it, but it would reduce the amount of water that gets used in this area. Here, let's do that. The other thing I'm going to do, I like this as a citywide policy. It's a little expensive, but as a citywide policy, I like the smoke detector distribution because, well, it's more expensive than just building more fire stations. More fire stations equals more fire trucks on the road, which equals more traffic. By putting in the smoke detector distribution, not only do you just get fewer fires, you also get less traffic, which is good. Hey, Pugsy and Moo just subscribed. Thanks for the sub, buddy. Appreciate that. Oh, is Notch? Hey! Welcome to the party, Notch. Dun, 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 dun. So here we've got to complain about workers. Not enough workers, and clearly I need a lot more residential zoning, so let's go ahead and get that done. Let's go ahead and cancel out that little bit and that little bit. And then I'm just going to use my marquee tool to spam out a lot more residential zone over here. And we get some big empty areas over here, but hey, this isn't SimCity. You can afford to have empty areas if you want some prettiness. We'll probably fill it in later on. Just because that is really big. We could fit in like a pretty massive neighborhood in here. But for now, I'm pretty happy with this. Landfill usage. Our landfill is getting up to 28% full, and we haven't unlocked the incinerators yet, so we'll have to build another landfill soon enough, and what we'll probably do is put it in another area of town, just to make it a little easier for the garbage trucks to get everywhere. Notice here my sewage, turning the water brown. Dun 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. We may as well, since we've got this bit over here, even though I'm not planning on building here yet, it feels very uncomfortable to me that we haven't actually connected this up. So let's go ahead and complete this circle. Going with like sort of little swirly bits. It's not really the swirly I want. Let's do... There we go. There we are. I like that. And just for cuz, let's go ahead and residential that up again. I'm going to try to avoid right over here. See, quite a few trucks over here. Now, some of these might be moving trucks, but a lot of these, yeah, they're lorries that are exporting their goods somewhere. So they're coming from ready to wear, which is over here. They will bring some goods, I believe, to commercial areas, but we don't have that much commercial going on. So a lot of them are just shipping their goods out of town. And that is something very important to keep in mind with the industrial area. Industrial area, not era. Do we have water connection over here? Oh, we don't have enough water. Let's go ahead and increase our budget for the water back up to 100%, which is maximum efficiency. If you bring it down to 50%, even though you're paying 50% of your total, you're probably only getting like 25% of your water max. So by going to 100%, you're in like the perfect efficiency right there. So we'll turn it back on. Later on, what we'll do, we will probably buy this area. And what we'll do is get a road, a dedicated road from the highway here into the industrial area, and then I'll extend the downtown with the heavy traffic ban to cover this intersection so that the lorries no longer use this spot. They will only use over here, which is going to be good. Please, I have an unzoned patch in the middle, do I? Oh, right there. Look at that. Thank you. Boop. Good thing I have you guys. So still a little bit to complain about workers, mostly waiting until people move into the town a little bit more. We have a lot of extra zones going on. Are we low on power? We are indeed low on power. Let's go ahead and get another one of these windmills. Move it inland a bit. I'm looking for the 8 megawatts. There's an 8 megawatt right there. Can I get it a little bit more? Sort of there. Again, we'll break the power. Oh, it's still technically connected. Eventually, we won't need it anymore at all, but... Plus Beats just subscribed. Thanks for the subscription, Plus Beats. Appreciate that. Oh my god, we don't have any water over here. You guys. I better complain pretty fast about it. People are moving in. We're still on speed 3. We have, apparently we're making a lot. Oh, this is bug spray. I'm going to say some sort of milkshake van. We got a lot of donut factories, hot dog factories. I like how the trucks sort of wobble a little when they start and stop. I think they also sort of lean in corners. You know, it's just the little things that make me happy. Let's follow this hot dog van. It's returning to the factory, so it's just finished a delivery. It's currently empty, so there's a place on fire. And I love following the vehicles. Okay, it's going to disappear when it reaches the factory, which is over here. What I want to do is catch one that's leaving a factory, so we can follow its route. Well, probably all it's going to do is drive. There we go. Lorry leaving Frank's Fish Stick Factory. Good. I like fish sticks. So it's got 100% full. It's exporting goods. And yeah, it's almost, because it's saying exporting goods, I believe it means it's leaving the city to send it somewhere else. Oh, why is it going that way? Oh, it might be getting to one of the one-ways, or it might be bringing it to a shop. I don't know. I love the cars parked on the side of the road. The other thing is one of my favorites. We can see it somewhere along here. Now, all these people are simulated in the city. They all live in their houses. They stay there. They don't get replaced. You can name them. We could name every single citizen in the city if we wanted to. Right now, there's no way to search for them afterwards. You have to remember where people live so you can find them once more. I'm looking for someone with a dog, because it makes me so happy. Some people who are walking... Oh, there. Let me pause. Right over here. So we've got Amanda Greenaw over here, and her little dog too. And the dog just follows the owner. Look at that, it's so good. It's so good. I love that. It might be a little hard to see. There we go. Looking straight down, there's no tilt shift going on. Like, just following the owner. It makes me so happy, I can't even tell you. So, did we reach a checkpoint where I didn't talk about what we got? Boomtown. A new area. We got public transit. We can do buses now. We can do an ore industry specialization. Recycling. Should we legalize it, guys? Maybe we should do a poll. Let's do a poll to find out if we should legalize it. Recycling is also really good. I'm a big fan of that. Get a little less tax income, but a lot less garbage accumulation. And again, that means fewer garbage trucks on the road, which is good for traffic. Straw poll. I can't possibly imagine what people might decide. Legalize it? Question mark? Yes. 420 every day. No. I've seen reefer madness. Create poll. Boom. Da, 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 da. Legalize it poll. And as always, I'll remind you, you don't actually have to spam your answer in the chat. We've got polls for it. Straw polls. Just click the link. Boom. Let's see. Just out of curiosity. 75, 74% in favor? Actually, I expected a lot more, to be honest. With 1,500 votes in, we've got 1,000 yes and 500 no. Well, that's a pretty good ratio. So we're going to go ahead and legalize it. So the effect in the town is it increases tax income, increases tourism, reduces crime rate because less people are doing something that's illegal if it's not illegal. However, it does increase the police budget by 15%. So you are having to spend more on your police, but otherwise you do get a little bit of extra money. And again, less overall crime, which means less of a need for police cars to be going around and tying up traffic jams. Twitch chat is quite conservative, apparently. Was not expecting that. All right, demands high for everything. We've got our little farming communities. We've got some fields down here right now. Later on, these will continue to improve and specialize. You will soon be able to come by here and see them little pigs and things like that, and cows. I can hear pigs and cows. They might be in some of these barns. Beefcakes. There we go. When we come back later, oh, here's some pigs, and we can rename all these. So, picking someone random out of chat, we've got Maelstrom Pendish, the pig. There we go. I'm not going to name everyone because there's going to be too many pigs and things to go around. But yeah, you can name all the things. I could have named that dog, actually. I really should have. All right. Demand's high. Residential, not so much. But some of the others are. What do I want to do? I could take a look at resources, see if there's anything else. There is oil down here. We don't actually have this region unlocked yet, nor do I believe we can do oil specialization. No, we're going to have to do that later on. I don't see any ore, which is bluish. I mean, there's pale blues here and there. Oh, actually, there's quite a bit of blue up here. So we could expand. We've got, I think we can buy a couple extra zones now. We could expand all the way over here to unlock that. We could build a forest industry over here if we just expand westwards. But I could also just make more generic industry. There's nothing wrong with that. And I don't know what I want to do with commercial. I might want to just rezone the buildings on this main avenue into commercial. That's a possibility. Dead person waiting for transport. Oh my god, I have forgotten. We unlocked cemeteries at some point and I don't have one down yet. So right now we have dead bodies accumulating in various houses. People just die, it happens. We want a cemetery somewhere. Now, people can die everywhere, including, you know, at work and different things, but I think it's mostly going to be around residential. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use a two-way road on the freeform tool, and what I think I'm going to do is sort of wiggle something in through here. We'll even connect up to this one way. So we might get some local traffic, which might be a problem later on, but overall we're going to be okay. And then I'll actually go and build a couple little side streets over here. There we go. Just something like that for some extra bits. So I'm going to put down a little bit of commercial. Sort of along this road. Easy to overdo it with commercial. Like, there's a pretty high demand for it now, but I find it drops pretty quick. Then we'll use the marquee tool to residential the rest over here. And I'll try to avoid anything right at the entrance of the town. Hello, Mordred! Hey! Thank you very much for the subscription. And no, someone just asked, is this always online like SimCity? No, it's actually always offline. There's no online component whatsoever, other than, say, you know, it's on Steam, and there's a workshop that you can get extra stuff for, but other than that... Oh, and I have to, I still have to get down my cemetery, that's true. Naraz, hey, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the party. Help yourself some nachos. You have to cook your own, at your own home, using your own stuff, but, you know, still worth it, because nachos. There we go. Let's do another one kind of like that. It'd be kind of hard to fit in over here. There's technically a bit of room. Maybe we'll leave it off. Graveyard. So, under healthcare, it's healthcare and death care. So we'll have a graveyard down here, which will actually make people happy. Because, you know, somewhere to go when you die. It's better than not having one of those. Alright, we got some fire hazard. I might go and build another fire station. We've got over here. We don't really have that much demand, but I think it would be a good idea to get another fire station at this end of town. So that things are a little bit closer. I think I like that idea. Crime's still okay, but this will give us better fire coverage in a couple of different areas. So still some places aren't regularly reached, so we might get a few more fires over here, but they're not far from any fire engines, so ultimately we'll be okay. I'm going to paint down a little bit more commercial along this street here, and then fill in with some extra residential, because you always want more residential. Like so. Is the city zone the same as SimCity? Well, the first zone is. This one here. But you can get 9 of these, so 9 times as big as SimCity. Also, all the buildings in this game, or something, are like a little smaller. Plus, you're not using up like a bunch of your space building those ore fields, or not ore fields. Well, yeah, ore mines, metal mines that you do in SimCity. So you effectively have a lot more room to work with. Let's go ahead and get another water pump going. We're going to need it soon enough, so I'll just put it aside there. Sort of connect it up. And then another sewage bit over here. So we're going to get some nice brown sludge in the river over here. But, you know, it flows out to the ocean. And fish eat poop, right? Don't they? I'm pretty sure that's true. Electricity is running out, though. That is very poor. More wind power. Probably going to want even more. Oh, we've unlocked the advanced wind turbines. These things are awesome. because they're basically just like the other wind turbines, except they can have a max of 20. You're still paying about 20 bucks per, or 10 bucks per megawatt, which is fine. The advanced wind turbines actually go on water, which is really neat. So they use up a lot less space. However, it looks like on this map, we don't have any, and once we get over here, we can get 14, maybe 15 megawatts. Oh, this is not a good map for advanced wind turbines, which is a real shame. The downside to wind turbines is they do take up a lot more space. A lot more space. But they don't pollute, and they're slightly cheaper to operate. Do we not have water pipes over here? We do not have water pipes over here. Let's get that covered. And over there. There we are. Building burnt down over there. Not a big deal. I can live with it. Yes, that's right. I paid off some scientists to confirm that fish eat poop, therefore it's okay to dump raw sewage into the ocean. We do, later on, unlock the water treatment plant, which will treat the sewage before dumping it into the water, which makes things a lot cleaner. But, you know, that sounds like spending money. Who cares about that? So we still have a lot of demand over our city. We still have a lot of demand for electricity, actually. Our city is growing very quickly. That can be gets us into the green, but not by much. Let's go and build another one. Trying to avoid building too fast. What we could do, though, it might be time to put down our high school. This is going to cost us 500 bucks a week, but right now we've got some good income going on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Plop down a high school over here. Give us more education options. Look at the happy faces. So right now, we do have 400 people eligible for elementary school and only a capacity of 300. But, you know, I think I'll put up with that. And high school-wise, we've got 700 people eligible and a capacity of 1,000, so we're definitely good there. There's a university later on. I don't feel any need to put down any buses yet. I think traffic's not too terrible. In fact, I think the fastest way to solve some of our traffic problems will be to expand over here. And what the hell? Let's go and get that done. Let's purchase this area over here. We might not even do much expansion over here, but what I want to do, I'm purchasing this area simply right now so that I can direct my industrial traffic over that way. So, oh, here's a good time for us to talk about intersections. So these are some pre-made intersections. We've got some roundabouts, a small one. The small one I think uses the 2-lane one-ways, and the large one here uses, I think it's the 6-lane one-ways. It is crazy sauce roundabout. Also, these squares here, for some reason these previews aren't currently working, but these are actually 3 custom bits I built. So I've got sort of a default city block here that I put together, this thing which we'll actually use right now, and I've got this T intersection here, which sort of, you can picture this way, connects to the highway that way, and then goes into a 6-lane highway off of there. So I'm going to use this one, which is, in my opinion, absolutely adorable. Because of the way I built it, it seems to be really sensitive to slopes. Like, my city block can basically go anywhere. You know, it doesn't complain about the slopes over here, but because of the way I built this one, it's kind of fiddly. It's not going to like the slopes there, but so we have to make sure we've got a relatively flat area of ground. But we should, I think, be able to ultimately build here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure to pause. We've got money? We've got money. Because it's going to cost me $7 grand to build this. I'm going to go and bulldoze some highway over here. And then I'm going to try to put down this bad boy somewhere that will hopefully fit. I'm actually a little bit worried that we've got too much slope going on. You know what? I think I'll just have to rebuild it. I think I'll have to build my thing manually instead of plopping down one of my buildables, which means I'm spending a little extra money here. Wow, quite a bit. Highway, very expensive. You know that GIF on the internet? I've made a huge mistake. That's what just happened there. Land is too bumpy, or it's either that or my intersection, the way I built it, actually like needs more bumpy land. Like, it's really bizarre. I don't know what I did wrong. Certainly a lot. See, it's fine this way. But that's not what I'm looking for. So, here's what I'm looking to do. We're going to start off. I'm going to use the 4-lane tool because I'm quite keen on that. I'm going to hit page up to get a little bit of elevation. I'm going to start in the middle here. Like so. And just... Oh, I'm on the wrong tool. There we go. Straight lines. Same thing. And just bring it to the other side. I'm going to do like the minimum possible bridge that is required to get over the highway. And you can see the supports over on each side there. Great. And then what I'm going to do is hit page down, so I'm on ground level, and I'm just going to stretch it out to like the minimum slope, just because, I don't know, why not? I could make it smoother if I wanted to, whatever I wanted, but we're going to do it this way, and then the same thing on the other side like that. There we go. So now we've got a nice little bridge, and I'm going to switch back to the freeform tool over here, and sort of pull it out this way, and then go around like this, and then like this, and we're just going to tuck in real close to the industrial area. There we go. And then we're going to build some on-ramps. On-ramp, off-ramp. So that's this tool here. So these are all the highway tools. And what I want to do is from here... Do I want to use, like, the arc tool? No, the freehand tool will be okay, as long as I don't F up too poorly. No, you know what? I changed my mind. I do want to use the curve tool, the arc tool. Stretch it out to around here, and then... How do I want this to look? See, this is why I had to, like, pre-build all my stuff, because I am super bad at making good-looking intersections. No, hold on. Let's go back to this one after all. There, that'll be fine. It's not literally like the minimum amount of space that could be used, but it's okay. And then we'll start from over here. These are one way, so you have to build them in the direction that you want. That only looks a little bit derpy, so I'll take it. All right. Now, of course, we want the same sort of thing to happen on the other side. So from here, just as a preview, this will continue on this way, certainly. And then we're going to go to the on-ramp tool, freehand. So this way has to go there. There we go. And then we need another one from over here to over there. And see, the other one I have is super cute and compact. Like, it effectively... It's the same kind of connection. What I've created here is the same as what's in my thing here. But look, like, because I spent like an hour on this, just like getting everything exactly right to be super tight. But that's probably one of the reasons it's not even. Oh, also, this one actually drops down a bunch of trees. I wonder it actually might be the trees that are screwing things up more than anything else. Now I can go and fill this in. We're going to grab tree with leaves. One of these is actually called an oak tree. Oh, the oak trees are small. Is this one bigger? No, about the same. Whatever. Let's purdy this up. So trees cost about 10 bucks to plop down, but I don't think they have any maintenance, and as I understand it, they do reduce pollution and noise pollution. There we go. Voila! So this is closer to the industrial area, so hopefully those trucks will prefer this area over here. And then later on as well, which I don't think we've got yet, is the city planning. We'll ban heavy trucks from downtown. Speaking of downtown, I think I'm going to go and extend this area over here. We're going to call more of this downtown. Something like this. And this. I'm not going to get the outer ring road over here, because I don't want to ban heavy trucks from that necessarily. Although, no, that's actually kind of part of the plan, isn't it? Because if I ban the heavy trucks from even this intersection, that'll force all the heavy trucks to go this way. Let's make sure that this area is plugged off that way. Yeah, something like that will do fine. And you can sort of push against another zone. There we are. Extend it out this way. And then, I don't know what we want this one to be. Tell you what, I'll extend the Snakeomu Industrial Park, and then we'll count this as part of downtown over here. Actually, no. I'm going to right-click to D-zone here. We're going to actually allow heavy trucks on this back road, because the Detective Joan Fields will likely want to have access. It's going to have to send some heavy trucks somewhere, so it'll have to leave here, go all the way through the industrial area to leave town. Later on, maybe we'll get some cargo shipping via the sea. That'll be another great way to dump things out, as will rail. Yeah, Thimbing Rambo says about the heavy trucks, and yeah. So now we'll be okay with the heavy trucks, because they'll be able to make the loop around the outside. I just realized, yeah, this is literally the same map I'm using for my YouTube Let's Play. I didn't realize I'd used islands for it, otherwise I would have left it out. Oh no! No, this is the preview one. In my actual Let's Play, I did use the lagoon. Okay, good. We're gonna have two separate maps to show off. That's fantastic. You gotta love that pollution. Yeah, you got the ocean pollution, got the pollution here in the industrial area, which is maybe not ideal. We do have a lot of demand for basically everything right now. We're not really growing, we're pretty static, so let's go ahead and do something about that. What I think I'm gonna do is increase my industrial area a little bit. It ain't pretty, but it's not supposed to be. So we're gonna cut in kind of like that. Oh, I'm on... How do I want to do that? Let's use the straight tool from here. Like that. We need a nice diagonal road that cuts that way. And we're going to zone all this as industrial, which is going to make some of those houses a little bit unhappy. But screw them. We can put some parks out here soon enough. And let me actually go and extend out the road over here and get yet more industrial zoning. There and there. Oh, we're going to need more garbage dumps really soon. I'm betting our current landfill is getting very close to full. What I think I'm going to do here is actually pull off, I want a one-way. Because I don't want too much traffic around here to clog stuff up. But if we pull off a one-way, it's not going to be too bad. And it'll connect over here. Obviously, you know, it'll be sort of a weird dead end. Like, there'll be some traffic that comes here and then has to do a U-turn. But I'm pretty sure they can do that. And then we can go and paint down a little bit more industrial. I think this is valid. I might be wrong. It's been known to happen that I've been wrong. Very rarely, though. Let's get a two-way road. Oh, we can't because there's that school. I could move it. You know what? I think it's okay for us to simply pop out of here. I am Bombs. Hey, thanks for subscribing. I am Bombs. Let's make a little, It's not a perfect circle because I'm just using the freehand tool. That's not bad. These aren't going to be very big houses because they're not really the 4x4 squares. Oh, that is not what I wanted at all. Poop. I did not want industrial area over here. I'm paused though, so I should be able to not destroy any homes by doing it this way. Switch to residential. Marquee. Residential that stuff up. Alright. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. I think this town is probably going to end up having a lot of traffic problems just because of some of these things I'm building. I don't know, we might be okay. With the ring here and some one-ways, we might be alright. Let's make sure we've got proper water coverage everywhere. By doing one of those. And then from here, we can just pop out and pop out. Good stuff. How's our power situation? Good. Water, more than enough. Garbage. Our landfill is almost full. We need to do something about that right away. So, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and extend these one-ways. All the... Oops. Straight tool. All the way kind of over here. And... Oh yeah, because it's not technically straight. Which is fine. Actually, let's go a little wider so that we can actually fit in a full block in the middle of this one. Not like that. Well, they'll be split in two, but that's okay. And then we'll put in a dual lane there that we can extend out to the sides. Let me bulldoze this and this. What I'm going to do is actually replace it with another 4-lane. Freeform tool. Kind of comes off this way. This way. Like that. Bulldoze that. Drop it in like that. I think that's alright. And what I'm looking to do, and again, I will go ahead and put in a bit of a pair roads. Let's use the freeform tool and sort of cut the corner like that. And I'm going to put down some garbage trucks. This is probably going to be a little bit more industry. Yeah, let's near the sewage. No one's going to want to live here anyway. Let's go and put another garbage truck. Can we tuck it in there? Oh, a little bit of overlap. I could put it on the other side, though. It starts to generate... No, let's put it on the outside of the loop here. There should be a place it'll clip. Oh, right there. And more industry. Let's use the paint bucket tool. Like that. Leave a bit of a gap. Put in some commercial. And then use the marquee tool to dump a bunch more residential in here. Okay. They will have a bit of a power problem at first, just to reach things. So I'm going to make sure to connect the power up to the garbage dump right away. Everything else will eventually be serviced, and then we'll make sure to run some water pipes sort of along these roads. The landfill doesn't need to be serviced by water, although later on the incineration plant does. Overall power is good. Overall water is good. Excellent. These guys will complain about power a little bit until the rest of the buildings kick in and everything connects up. There's a residential tile at the top of the commercial. Is there? Did I miss a spot? Oh, right there. Boop. Let's get rid of that. I don't think anything would have built there, but, you know, we've all got OCD when it comes to these things. It's got to be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's check the resources. We could actually do a little bit more farming along here. I'm going to go and de-zone some of this residential all along here. And I'm going to replace it with industrial. Now, as long as we make sure that our farming region extends far enough down, that won't be really polluting industry. It'll be farming industry, which, if we take a look at our pollution map mode, you can see the farm, no pollution. Lots of pollution. Now, I don't know if that's literally accurate for everything, because there tends to be some amount of ground pollution from, this is noise pollution, from farms, you know, fertilizers and pesticides and whatever. But it's got to be better than the actual heavy industry over here. And power situation, you are starting to whine. All right, let's go ahead and give you a little temporary connection, just until the rest of the neighborhood kicks in. There you go. Silly people. So we're starting to sprawl quite a bit. I'm really, I think, interested in starting a second town. Like, extending this down here and basically building almost a whole new area. We can still connect to the same power grid and water grid. That's fine. We can treat that as, like, semi-regional. That's okay. We definitely don't want to take in any water over here because of the pollution from the sewage that just keeps pouring downstream. Flying car, a hoax! Hashtag hoverboard, hashtag back to the future. How's my traffic? I think my traffic's okay, actually. Let's go ahead and take a look at the traffic map mode. So we can see we've got a little bit of congestion over here. I think most of this is probably due to this little connection. Cars are often sort of having to stop, and so there's almost always a car in this little bit, which we may want to get rid of. In fact, I think that would be a great idea. Other than that, traffic's pretty awesome. A little bit of a slowdown here, because we've got a four-way intersection and some lights, and a fair bit of vehicles. A lot of the industrial stuff is coming down here. We could potentially make things a little bit... I don't know if it would be better. If we connected from here to here, I'm not sure that would be better. I think it would just move the little traffic jam. But yeah, we could speed things up. If I literally just delete this little connection, turn these basically into three-ways or T-junctions, and then even moved it down. But then, now, because people want to kind of use this ring road, it's fine. I could turn this whole thing into like a big one-way. Now, you can't do one-way 4-lane roads, but you can do one-way 6-lane roads. Still, I think we're okay. This is not a real traffic jam. And especially if we keep the heavy trucks over here. Ooh, no water? Ah, no water. Once we start to, we can filter things a little bit more with that heavy traffic ban. I think ultimately we'll be okay. I also expect we'll have another highway connection over here later on. Yeah, we're doing all right. So, yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I've got money. Money's coming in relatively okay. We're not making huge bank. We could save quite a bit of money, I think, if I got rid of the smoke detector ban, for example. But we're doing okay. I think if we went and sort of expanded over here, and roads, these big roads are more expensive, of course. And then maybe pull off a road, I don't know, way down here. Who dat? Tamago Muffin. Hey, thanks for the sub. Tamago Muffin. I like that. And then what do we want to do? We want to use these roads here. Sort of create the new neighborhoods. We want to make sure we go out one extra tick just because we're starting from a a 2-tile wide road. That lines us up really nicely. Do something like that. Now we can just actually follow the actual guidelines. Something like this. Let's do a little bit more. So again, just one past the guide because we're starting from a 2-lane or 2-tile wide road. Or actually, it's like 4 tiles instead of 2 tiles or whatever. So I think the 2-lane roads are 2 tiles wide. There we go, something like that. So a whole new little industry. Glen Mordor. That is like the evil wizard version of Scotch. Because Glenfiddich, Glenlivet, all those Glens, Glen Mordor. It's the Dark Lord has decided to get into the whiskey business. I'd try that. I would try that. So let's make this whole area over here residential. And then put some commercial on the road. This is going to create a little bit of traffic weirdness, maybe. I don't know. You know what? Yes, there's some noise pollution from commercial. So, but that'll be okay. We'll do something like this. And then I'm going to switch to residential. And then zone the rest here. Like so. And like so as residential. So these houses might complain a little bit about the noise from the commercial, but ultimately we'll be okay. Our industrial need will go up soon. But yeah, we're going to create a whole new town over here. So let me go. I don't think it's going to need any actual special zoning. I just want to give it a name. So this is effectively going to be a new town. We will need to, however, get some power there. We'll definitely need to make a run here. So we'll go and cross the highway. And then I'm going to tuck the power line right over here, which should hopefully connect to things relatively quickly. It will probably want its own local services. But we'll wait until some people move in and give us a little extra cash. Water as well, we can connect up. So by doing this long-range connection, I mean, I'm eating a lot more cost because I'm having to ferry things a long distance. But isn't it going to be cool that we can do this, that we've got this much space? Oil! Oh, right. Hey, let's take a look. Because that's right, there was oil over here. Yes! Oily heaven right over here. I mean, we can do it here, too. I'm going to avoid the industry right here. This is going to be plenty of place for the oil. And then, if we're producing our own oil, we can put down some oil power plants. So this can be, like, super greasy down here. Just awful. And then, you know, green windmills and everything up in this end of town. All right, let me take a look at the subscriber list over here. So we're going to have... This is going to be... I'll leave Heights in there, because I like that. This is going to be Jonte Heights, named after Jonte666, a subscriber. Oops, I forgot to hit enter. Jonte. Boom. Lovely. And I think I missed a new subscriber as well. Innovate Space. I like it. I like innovation. It's good stuff. I think we'll probably end up with... let's build a straight line road right from the start. Let's start a little closer to the highway. There we go. Something like that. And then go out one length and then come right back. I'll overshoot it a little so that I can do this and then just delete that. And then we will go and... Should I make one-ways? You know what? I think I will do that. We're going to get a one-way that comes in here, that can go out here, that comes in again here, and goes out here. So dramatically simplifying these intersections, and will generally keep things going a lot smoother. And then we are going to zone this area here. Boom, like that. Maybe even a little bit further. And, oh, I can't specialize the oil industry yet. When do I get to do that? Next level. Oh, I only need 70 more people. We're gonna be fine. Let's let the game play out. We'll unlock the oil industry in a second here. Can you make a bus route that goes between the two towns? Yes, because technically this is all one city. Technically it's all one city, so you can have the bus route to go everywhere, but absolutely we can do that. We can connect them by metro, we can connect them by trains. Yeah, oil industry specialization. More city planning policies. Does that include heavy traffic ban? Hey, so I'm going to click on Derpy Turtle downtown. We have now banned heavy traffic from the downtown. Not citywide, just in Derpy Turtle. Yeah, Derpy Turtle. Right over here. No more heavy trucks. Boom. Done. We can do the same thing in Yonti Heights as long as we don't cover the highway, which I guess we will do, potentially. Well, I don't think heavy trucks are going to be a problem there. I don't see why anyone would go through that area. So we're going to specialize this spot here, which is definitely not going to be called Cherry Square. It's going to be called... That's an interesting name. Starismos Oil Fields. Like that. Alright, so we have... Specialize it for oil. Good. Now we can go and actually zone the industry in here. Later on, we'll unlock offices, which I like. Offices are basically treated like industry in that they provide a lot of jobs for people, but they're not very polluting. The downside is you need a pretty educated population to be able to run a lot of offices. So I'll go ahead and maybe even paint in this area over here and there. There we go. So now if we let it play, oh, they'll definitely need some electricity to be run out here. Let's go ahead from here. We'll cross the road. And then just pulling the power right over here. And then some water as well. Good coverage there. Missing a subscription, of course. Oops. Oh, yeah, I gotta apologize. I don't have the donation ticker going on here, just because I knew we'd have a lot of new people, and I didn't want to have too many things going on screen. So some people are tipping and donating, and I want to say a thanks to that right now. We'll take a little pause here to Hakon, Chad, Max, Max de Groot, I am Groot, Kay. Thank you very much for the tips / donations. Appreciate that very much. Also, I will point out that, assuming everything is still running on schedule, I think Marina Halikainen, it's Finnish, I can't say it, the CEO of Colossal Order, will be joining us momentarily. So we prepare your questions. We will have some questions maybe for her. I got a few that we can just annoy her with. We are going to want some services down here. So we're getting some money again. I know for sure I'm going to want another fire station down here. Let's go ahead and drop it in sort of the industrial zone, which is going to be good. And maybe another police station over here. Just keep the crime a little bit down. We'll replace maybe one of the commercial areas right there. Keep that going on. We'll probably want more stuff, medical things, all that kind of stuff. Technically, they can be serviced and things over here, but it's so far away. I don't want to have to do that. Now, I didn't actually check. The oil over here, what does it do? Considerably increased ground pollution and electricity consumption. Considerably increased tax income. We should make some real money once this kicks in. Now, let's check the power situation. We need more electricity. We haven't actually... Oh, no, here it is. The oil plant. We need 50,000 to build one. Let's do a little bit of math here for a second. What was it? Sorry, this one here. 1920 for 120 megawatts. So yeah, we are paying more. 1920 divided by how many? My memory. 120 equals 16. So we're paying 16 bucks per megawatt, which is certainly more expensive than the wind power. But you know, I think we're going to use some of our own oil. I think that'll be fine. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, 50 grand, very expensive. I think after Marina joins us, we will be taking a break because we've been streaming for about an hour and a half, and I'll need at least a 5-minute break to deal with human issues. You know, it sucks that we're still biological creatures, but every now and again we got to do that. But we will be streaming for many, many, many hours today, so don't you worry about that. Things are kicking in. A little bit more industry up here, which is nice. BME 51, thanks for the sub. What do we got? We got no universities yet. None of that, none of that. We can build the bigger hospitals. We don't have the incinerators yet. We probably will want a garbage plant down here. Let me go ahead and try to tuck one in over here. It's a brutal slope right there. I don't think I want that. I think I'm going to want it maybe in here. Trying to decide if I actually want to override some of my oil spots. Maybe I don't. Tell you what, let's go. We've got some one-ways here. So let's extend the one-way out this way by 1 extra tick. Jolinar! Hey, Jolinar, you've been around, haven't you? Maybe... Oh, no, I'm thinking Joluoto. Still, thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate that. So now that we've got this little loop here, let's go and put a landfill over here. We'll want incinerators later on. You actually get power from incinerators. You burn your garbage for power. If we can get up to 50,000, we might even take out a loan, because there is a bit of a power shortage right now. Let's go ahead and rush things with a loan. I'm going to take out the Silver Sunset one. So I'm going to wait until I get 30 grand, and then we're going to put down the power station with the loan. Roomba gave up. Why did he give up? There's too many traffic problems? That'd be a real shame. He's probably got a lot of videos going today. Oh no! No, he's still playing. And I like this one stream. City Skylines, not the rubbish one. It's true, this is not Cities XL, and it is not SimCity. This is the one that is not rubbish, as TB has so eloquently stated here. Alright, let's go ahead and take out this loan. Sure, let's go into debt. Hell, I'm a government employee here. Debt? That sounds fine to me. Oil power plant. I will go and put it on the other side of the road here. So oil should get shipped in from over here. It's close enough, we shouldn't get any bottlenecks. Burns oil for electricity. We got enough oil for 7 weeks right now. Good stuff. Crazy Panda 93. Hey, thanks for the sub. Not enough world domination for a Roomba. He raged because of YouTube? Oh. Thunder says he needs to learn Latin. Well, you know, you can mute the stream. Learn Latin. Veni Vidi Dici City? I got this stuff. Oh. I'm a derp. You know, oh, I have no money. And I'm losing money right now. Holy crap balls. And we're losing population. Did we get a big sort of crash from something? Let's go. We're going to save a little bit of money. I'm going to get rid of the smoke detector distribution right now. And how's our water? A little on the high side. I could maybe cut a couple of bucks out of the budget for that. What I'm concerned about is I need to run a power line to over here. Otherwise, the city is just going to die. Power lines are relatively cheap. There we go. Whew. There we go. Everything is fine. Nothing to worry about. Making huge money. The smoke detectors cost a lot of dough. And what we did here is we put down a new police station and fire station in an area that's not really built up and therefore not really providing me much in the way of money yet. This will turn around. Look, 4,000. Making huge money. There's just a temporary little stall. We're okay. We can buy more land, of course, but like we've been going for an hour and a half now, and we're still nowhere close to using up even half of the land we've got already. Like even my starting area is not done yet. We've got this whole area over here, everything here. We haven't even built very densely here. There's so much space to work with. Oh, all right. Hey guys, Marina is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and give her a call on Skype. Hopefully the audio is all going to be fine. Let me actually go and just mute the stream for a second here, just as we make sure everything connects up properly. So let me be 1 second.